Indian Airlines flight IC814 has been hijacked.
There is still no information on the identity of these men or their demands. The plane hijacked.
Christmas Eve, 1999. For the passengers on this Indian Airlines flight, the short 1.25-hour journey to New Delhi is about to turn into days of terror. Not all will reach their destination alive, but the events which are about to unfold go beyond these individuals. When matters here reach their ultimate conclusion, there will be deadly consequences across the world, and another chapter would be written in the history of terror. At the Tribhuvan International Airport in Kathmandu, Nepal, Indian Airlines flight IC814 is being ready for departure. It's a short 1-hour 20-minute flight to New Delhi, India. In the cockpit, Captain Sharan, co-pilot Singh and flight engineer Jagia are carrying out their pre-flight checks. Many of the 178 passengers on board are returning from short holidays in Nepal. The mood is light, it's Christmas Eve, and the new millennium is only a week away. When IC814 departs Kathmandu soon after 4 p.m., there is little indication that this flight will be anything other than routine. In a short while, it crosses into Indian airspace. In the cabin, flight attendants commence the trick service. On a flight as short as this, they need to be efficient and quick.
The service on the Kathmandu-Delhi sector was proceeding smoothly. I decided to offer some tea coffee to the captains.
Chief Steward Anil Sharma enters the cockpit to serve the pilot's tea. By the time he steps out, the lives of everyone on board IC814 would have changed forever.
The moment I turned my face towards the galley, I saw somebody wearing a mask, a bespectacled, short-statured fellow. My first reaction was to inform the captains. I moved my hand towards the intercom.
When he was going back, immediately I could see one person entering the cockpit. For a second I was just scared. I could understand the situation that we had been hijacked. I said there should not be any movement. Fly the plane towards west only.
But he isn't the only one. In fact, there are 4 other heavily armed hijackers, and they've taken over the aircraft with ruthless efficiency.
I could hear voices saying, "Throw the food down. Throw it down quick, under your seats." They were screaming loudly, so we started throwing the food down.
Then we were told to change the seats. Children went away from me because they were sitting at the back now. So we sort of lost contact, and I said, let's see what they do. It was not possible for me to react in any way because alone I couldn't have done anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. Please shut up. The plane has been hijacked. Please be patient and listen to the hijackers. Thank you.
The biggest worry was my daughter. What's happening to my daughter? Because she was not sitting with me, she was far away. Then I removed my blindfold and I stood up like this with my hands up. And within 2 seconds, when this guy was on me with his revolver pointing at me, he said, you sit down, otherwise I'll kill you, I'll shoot you. That was the time when he found my voice a little, with anger and, that tenor was there. That worry and everything. And I think he realized this man means business, Then he said, see quickly and sit down. I turned around, looked at them, they were both there, sitting. I saw them and I sat down.
In the cockpit, Captain Sharan is finding it harder to convince the hijackers that there isn't enough fuel to fly to Lahore, Pakistan, their preferred destination.
He asked about the fuel, how much fuel we have. I said, we have fuel up to Delhi. If you cannot land in Delhi, where will you go? What is your alternate? So he knew that our alternate is Bombay or Ahmedabad. So I said, Ahmedabad. Then he said, if you can go to Ahmedabad or Bombay, why can't you go to Lahore? Lahore is nearer than Bombay from Delhi.
As night falls across the Indian subcontinent, IC814 is still flying west, its destination unknown. On board are 189 passengers and crew, held hostage by a group of dangerous armed men. In the cockpit, Captain Sharan is playing a dangerous game of his own. Unseen by the hijackers, he's triggered an emergency transponder, letting Indian air traffic controllers know that IC814 has been hijacked. On board IC814, the captain and the hijackers are locked in a battle of wits. The hijackers want the plane to be flown to Lahore, Pakistan. The captain, though, wants to avoid going to Pakistan at any cost. It's been just 6 months since India and Pakistan fought a bloody war in Kargil, Kashmir, leaving hundreds dead on both sides. The scars haven't as yet healed.
I never wanted to go to Lahore because I never wanted to cross my territory. I wanted to land wherever I can land in India only, so that security people can do something.
Making his case stronger is the Lahore ATC, which refuses to accept the plane. In fact, Lahore shuts down its airspace completely, even to its own planes. Meanwhile, in the passenger cabin, a sinister exercise is underway.
Get the bicycle.
8 male passengers are separated from the others and moved to the executive cabin. Amongst them is 27-year-old Ripon Katia, who is returning from his honeymoon with his bride Rachna.
As soon as I entered the executive cabin, I saw that there were some passengers already there. My hands were tied with nylon rope. Then he pressed the recline button and pushed my seat back. After that, my seat belt was fastened.
Oblivious to what's going on in the passenger cabin, the captain decides to play for time.
I reduced my speed by about 40% because my point was to give maximum time wherever we land, either in Delhi or Amritsar,